Yeah. 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. 30 days, 30 days.
Welcome to the Man Cave, where lifestyle, sports, entertainment, and fashion meets. I'm your host, King Jordan. Got my bro,
Tony Williams IV.
So there's a few things that been on my mind lately pertaining to relationship and marriages. Me, myself, being married, you being in a relationship. So I'm gonna start with you first. How is it reconnecting with your true love from your past? You guys, dated obviously at a younger age till now, because it's beautiful to see now.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
We were young, but I would say maturity level for sure.
Right.
But our story is very unique just because we dated in high school. Actually, I've been knowing this girl since we were probably around like 10 or
Right. I know.
Mutual
right.
friends. I would just see her in passing.
She was your Patty Mayonnaise.
I never really just thought like she was just, I was just see her all the time like, hey, what's up? How you doing? That's about it. But like, once we developed like a friendship and like relationship and stuff like that, it was cool. But obviously we were in high school, so like everybody's like, oh, y'all in high school, it's like puppy love or whatever. And I was like, nah, like, I mean, I ain't never really felt like
y'all ain't doing nothing basically.
I went away for college and like, I was doing my own thing in the streets, as they say. But I was doing my own thing.
You was a thought.
Nah, I wasn't that.
Liar.
Nah, that was, yeah, exactly.
It's not about me, brother.
But anyway.
Next subject.
Reconnected like, I guess like 2 years ago.
Right.
I was studying abroad in Italy. And she had went to Italy before I did, and she saw I was over there, so she hit me up and was asking questions. It was like, oh, how was it? Like, how do you like it? Just casual talk. And then went to a Travis Scott concert when I came back. And she had got tickets through her job. And like, she saw me after, and we just like kind of kicked it. And after that, she just kind of plotted on me. It was like, hey, I'm gonna take you on this date to the Preds game. So that's how we reconnected. But like, now I would say it's totally different because like this is our first time being with each other. It's like in an adult life. So, in high school you don't really see how people like operate and move because you don't live with them.
Yeah.
Like we don't live together now, but we spend a lot of time with each other. But it's a different aspect. A lot of like growing, like maturing, just kind of filling out each other.
Right.
Trying to see how like each other operate. But I think we have a good balance because we're complete opposites, right? So. She's up here, I'm like chill, I'm down here. So like we kind of like have a middle ground.
One's loud, one's low.
For sure.
I get it.
But yeah, that's just kind of how that is right now. But it's good. Marriage maybe, who knows? But
yeah.
Speaking of marriage, you are married, right?
Yeah.
So,
it'd be 3 years in July.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years in July.
How is that like? What is marriage in your 20s like? What is that?
Being blunt, it's a roller coaster. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes because you're still finding yourself, especially from a man's standpoint, because you're shaking off the younger you. But the younger you, it's still you. You're gonna make a lot of irrational decisions that's gonna be harmful to her mentally. I'd be lying to you to say that I've given her so far the best roller coaster in her life. I haven't. From my end, I haven't. There's been things that I'm not proud of that I've done. But I can look in the mirror and find my soul and understand that the mess that I spilled, I can clean up, and I've cleaned up. When you got somebody solid that can look in the mirror and find their soul too, there's nothing better than that. No matter how many times they made a mistake, no matter what the mistake is, you gotta appreciate that. I call it old school love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see grandparents married 50, if God bless them, 60, 70 years and stuff like that. So for me being married in my 20s, I got married 2018.
Yeah, I was there.
You was there, you know what I'm saying? 2018. 27 going on, no, excuse me, 26 going on 27. At that time, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I knew she was doing, but once again, like I said, that old me was still tagging on my coattail.
So I was gonna say, do you think like you should have waited a little longer to like date?
Well, up until that,
Because
I'm gonna finish this.
26 is young to get married.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't matter like who you are, what race you are. Like that's pretty young. And then to also bring into the aspect like you didn't have kids at this time, and she already had a kid. Like what was that challenge too? Like what propels you to like? I mean, obviously
what made me.
Whenever you want to marry somebody, obviously you feel like you found that person regardless if they have a kid or not. You know, but like you having to embrace, the
domestic life.
Yeah, being a stepdad.
I'm finish this shit.
I mean, we love her to death for sure.
Finish this shit. Answer this question first. I've always been big on family. I got a lot of nieces and nephews who I love dearly. You know what I mean? So embracing my stepdaughter, I met her at 7. It wasn't hard for me because I will always have a soft spot for children. And you can't love or be involved with a woman with a kid and not be in a relationship with that kid. That's not possible. So for any of you dudes out there, if you feel like you can date a woman with a kid and not have a relationship with that kid, that's impossible. Because you'll become attached. That kid will look up to you in certain ways. So I knew walking in, okay, she has a child, beautiful child. I know that if I'm gonna be serious with this girl, I gotta embrace this because the child ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm gonna wake up one day and she's gonna be gone and it's just me and her. No. She's here.
Forever.
She's here forever. And when I met her, she was 7. We clicked instantly. I mean, instantly, like magnets, instantly. And now she's 13. And she's 13 now. And it's been a roller coaster. Do I feel like I rushed being married? Quote unquote. I call it my mid-20s because 25 is really like the mid. I don't regret anything that's ever happened in my life because that's what makes me me. And that's my story to tell. And it's people that's been involved in my story, but you don't know why my character did what it did in my story. You know what I'm saying? You just reading it, so you're like, okay. Or not even reading, you just see the visual of that character, but you don't know what that character went through or why this character did such and such. No, I think it was perfect timing. At the time, we was together 2015, so we've been dating for 3 years, right? We moved in together, was in our second home together. No, that was our third home at the time. Remember, I left to go play ball in Georgia. I came back, so it was our third home together. Her thoroughness and her patience. She don't have a lot of patience, but with me, she has an impeccable amount of patience. That what stood out the most. And she's always seen the after effect or the bigger picture of me. It wasn't the right now. You know what I mean? Like even when we first met, I slid in her DMs. A lot of people don't know that. So I did, 2015. I was in college. And she responded back. We started texting, we started kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Stuff, you feel me? Getting busy, or just hanging out. But we became friends. Like we was friends more, like that old school staying up till the sun come up, like literally. Like I'll wake up and she be on the phone snoring, or she'll wake up, I'll be on the phone snoring type stuff. But it wasn't, that fairy tale stage for us ended quickly. And that's when the roller coaster happened. And that's when you truly, truly learn. Cause we wasn't engaging at the time, we was just together. Mm-hmm. And we had moved in our first spot together, cause we just had Gabby. So minus Gabby, there's no ties that we really truly hold to each other. Right. There's no engagement, there's no marriage, there's no nothing besides this one little baby, right? Mm-hmm. The roller coaster happened. I made the roller coaster do this first. You feel me? I did the big up first. Not even a big, it wasn't like cheating or nothing like that. But just my character, I'm loyal to a default to those who's always been a part of my life, whether it's old friends, old girlfriends, old associates, male, females. I've always had that mentality, I don't want to leave my people behind. And even if I dated you and things like that, I never want you to feel like it's not a bridge to where you can contact me, or I never want to feel like that guy that's like, oh, he different now and things like that. That was how I used to think. And that caused that roller coaster to happen because I was still communicating with people who wasn't meant to ride that roller coaster. You get what I'm saying? They didn't meet the requirements. But I was allowing them to. I was sneaking them on. And that's on me. And that's why I can look in the mirror and find my soul. Mm-hmm. Then the role got reversed. So now I'm feeling how she felt. You dig? Mm-hmm. But then once you overcome that, okay. This storm didn't last, so it gotta be something stronger there. And over time, God started revealing little by little the purpose for us. And here we are today. Even through the BS, trust me, you know, you done got text messages in the middle of the night. You done got the text message in the middle of the night. I done got woken up with the hand on the hip with the phone poking out. And I'm looking like Jerome in the House from Martin, you know what I mean? But I've always been honest with myself to understand, okay, if you continue to do this, this is destruction. And are you willing to elevate and grow, or are you willing to let that destruction happen? You know, so that's when you got to bury the old you and say RIP to it and welcome the birth of the new you. So, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm very blessed and proud of everything that we've been through because it hasn't been easy. And a lot of people was caught up in my portion of the chapter. Of course, you know, you got her text message in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was a little scared for you, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Homie, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm having them good sleeps. And she wake me up. It's here.
Yeah.
What can you say to a female that got the junk here in your face? Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
It's like,
nothing.
I mean.
Yeah. I don't know who it is. Yeah, you're a liar. Nah. So I had to stand in that tornado. And luckily I didn't get killed by the tornado. So, you know what I mean? I don't recommend my story being motivation for anybody. Don't do what I did. But there were reasons why my character did certain things in his story.
Yeah.
He felt certain ways, just like her character felt certain ways and stuff like that. But you, like you told me, you're not going to be this same age forever. And if you continue to act on the things you were doing at that age, you will never walk in and grow. So
I know you was talking about like purpose and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I think us as like men, like not just us as men, but I would say like our purpose is to, you know, grow from like and learn from like our mistakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you gotta think like us at 15, 16 are totally different than how we are now. You know what I'm saying?
Totally different.
And I think our purpose it just over time unveils itself. Even though like you might take a couple steps back,
Yeah.
you'll end up still moving forward within
I mean,
yourself and like growing and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but if we're gonna keep it 100, I mean, you know, it's also just dealing with temptation too. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, because now, cause when you put that ring on, you know what I'm saying?
Totally different.
You feel me? I'm saying, like, you know, I gotta get a new gold one, but you feel me? Like I said,
Till death do you part.
that's a true statement.
For real.
Yeah, that's a true statement. Yes, sir. That temptation is
Oh, trust me, I
I
know.
did.
But like
how you deal with it.
me, I don't allow it to like get to me, even though like it's kind of uncontrollable, right? It's like I can sit here and tell you, I literally had somebody hit me up maybe like a month ago off the like trying to see like how my relationship going, and like it's like, oh, you know, I know they were kind of wishing that, you know,
You'll say
I was
something.
in like a rocky stage or something, or I was like tempted to do something wild, and I'm just like, why you disrespecting what I got going on, you know? Like, so like when it comes to like temptation, obviously my dad always told me this, right? It's regards to like sports, but like this goes for anything. It's always gonna be somebody bigger, stronger, faster than you in sports, right?
Right.
And it's the same for women. Whatever woman you guys, always gonna be a girl that might look better than her. It's always gonna be a girl with a fatter ass than her. It's always gonna be a girl with maybe more money than she got.
Right.
But like your loyalty or like what you do is gonna separate this person from everybody else, right? So I use that in like my relationship. So like, even though, you know, my girl, I think she's the fucking best looking, finest person in the whole entire goddamn world, right? Even though it might be some girls out there with, you know, fake bodies, bigger booties, they might look better, they might, you know, have more money. They're not gonna give me the satisfaction that she gives me. And nobody else out there is gonna, I don't need nothing else. Like, she gives me everything that I need. And then some. Like, whenever you're out, like, I'm in a relationship, like, I might be getting close to marriage, who knows? But I'm just saying, like, I'm like, I have a girlfriend, right? So, like,
is this breaking news? I mean,
no,
I would like to know.
Relax.
I mean,
So whenever-
I've asked you numerous times.
Whenever, like, I've been in other relationships, but like, you know, like, you kind of know, like, this is my person, right? This is who I need. And
She's the one.
yeah, and I don't need, like I said, nothing else.
So you see forever with her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
kids and everything.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I have that vision.
Marriage.
I want to make that happen.
Marriage,
but
right?
when you going back to temptation, right? Like, I don't like
Nice deflection.
like to let it enter into my fucking landscape or whatever.
I get you. I
Like,
get you saying.
outside this complex is a gate.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you in this fucking gate.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel. Like,
Yeah.
you might be able to pull in the parking lot and look in. Like
Yeah.
Chris Brown said, how you outside the club, you can't even get in type shit. So I'm not even allowing that. Like, and it's crazy because it might be worse for you because you married, but like, I'm in a relationship. Girls just like, oh, he's probably still accessible. I literally had a girl tell me, it's like, oh, you in the first year, you could kind of do whatever you want. It's just your first year.
But
like,
you know, it's the same though. Like,
that's crazy. That's insane to think about, though.
It is.
Because, like, it's always a saying, like, oh, you know, dudes always cheat, but girls do the same. They might be worse than us sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have receipts for that. I can show y'all.
I would say my temptation, and you know, she, you know, like I said, when the thing went down, I didn't handle temptation the best. Not even it wasn't a physical standpoint. It was from a comfortable standpoint, if that makes sense. Because I'm gonna use this metaphor, right? You got your own restaurant, right? You know how the food. You cool the first couple times, okay, you know, food be done in a minute, okay, bet. But what happens when that food be done in minute turns into hours, days, and stuff like that? Not saying that's what was going on, but you get the metaphor I'm saying? You're gonna leave that restaurant, and meanwhile, while you driving, you passing fast food restaurants, which ain't really good for you, but homie, I'm hungry.
They good for like short term.
Short term, I'm hungry.
I got you.
And I'm starving.
This gonna satisfy me
right now.
Right now.
But then when you eat it, it ain't good for your system. And I was driving past fast food restaurants, right? Not thinking why my chef wasn't preparing my meal fast enough for me, right? Because I'm just used to going in, my meal on the table, I'm hungry, boom, I'm good. Not taking the time out to ask my chef, hey, what's going on back there? Everything all right? But when I did do that, it was kind of too late. Cause I had got some fast food, not even from a physical standpoint. I just went up to the menu and said, "What's on it?" You know, you go to fast food. Hey, can I help you? Yeah, let me get. But you don't get your food. I didn't get my food. I peeled off. But I got caught at that restaurant. So now I got to explain to my chef, well, what was you doing here? Is my food not good enough for you? Okay, if that's where you want to go, then go. But your lifetime membership here is about to expire. And remind you, you helped build this restaurant. So everything that comes with this restaurant is about to be gone.
So would you say like, it's not more of a temptation, it's more like lust, right? So like,
yeah,
we tend to, like see something else, it's like, damn, I want that, right?
Right.
But like, we often don't realize that we have the ability to have that,
right?
But it might just not be your time to have that, right? So like, lust can be anything. I'm lusting.
It ain't got to be physical.
I'm lusting after a car. I'm lusting after a house, or you can
lust for
like
conversation.
It might be lusting for a girl. Like you could have been lusting for conversation, but it was just that's not the proper way to go after that. So like, I would say like.
I've also been told.
How do you handle like lust?
Now?
Yeah, how are you handling lust?
I don't care now. I developed a sense of I know who I am, and I have to take a look at everything that I've built. Is this the way a thorough cat walks? A stand-up guy walks, how he talks. I can't create platforms and I can't motivate these guys in the city if I'm out here being fraudulent. And like I said, I'm not perfect. And I embrace my imperfection. I embrace that. And I love that I'm imperfected. I got imperfection because that allows me to continue to walk up and not walk back down. I don't really care about temptation. It doesn't faze me anymore. But it goes back to what we talked about originally, though. You got to let go of the younger you. Because, see, the younger me was still pulling on my coattail in certain aspects. Not, like, hey, go do this. But it was like that little guy on your shoulder that'll just pop up randomly. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, where you come from? Type thing.
I think it'd just be off the, like, damn, I wonder if I still got it type shit.
it was that, but I'm...
Because trust me, before I did my thing, I asked her to be just let y'all know, I did ask my girlfriend if she would be my girlfriend. Like that, if you in a relationship or you pursuing a relationship, ask that person to be your person.
Right.
Just to, what I'm saying, to avoid any confusion. But anyway, I asked her, and damn, where was I going with my point?
Look at you. You so in love, you forgot.
I forgot what I was about to say.
You said you loved her.
That's a blooper.
You said you loved her. You said you loved her. You gonna marry her.
Yeah, but
what's the date?
I was getting to a point.
What's the date? You deflected my question earlier.
No, I didn't. What was your question?
I said, marriage in the future, right? When?
Yeah, but I don't know when.
This is
no timeline.
We get a,
I'm 28. I'm chilling. What was I about to say though?
You gonna marry her. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Damn, I gotta think now.
Yeah. Nah, honestly, truthfully, you asked me how I dealt with temptation. Now, and I told you I really don't care about it now. because I don't want God to use her as an example for me to get this thing right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to wake up and she's no longer here anymore. Because I don't care how macho you is. I don't care how of a man's man you think you are. When you got somebody you truly, truly love, and y'all get into it, and y'all may hate y'all spouse, and this and that may happen, that feeling, that person never walking through that door again, that's a gut-wrenching feeling. That's a gut-wrenching feeling, because now you by yourself raising little people now. Mm-hmm. See, y'all went from a team to now you are responsible for these two little people by yourself, and you got to explain to them what happened to the other person. I got a relationship with this other person too. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like, what do you mean? Like, and I had to truly, thoroughly understand. I got tired of being made an example of, and there's ways that I will mention later on in different episodes, but I got tired of being made an example. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, that's why I said, no, man, I don't care, man. You know, these are things I can teach my son. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be single, then be single. It's okay, have your fun. Be single though, and be truthful in your single. Let that be apparent and clear. Cause see, I was never clear when I did things. And I can admit that. You know what I'm saying? I always had options, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, boom, 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 boom. That's because I love different connections and different vibes. But that didn't lead to, I wasn't thinking about that other person's feelings.
I remember because before I asked her to be my girlfriend, right?
Right.
I remember I was just like juggling, right? So
you was out here.
I had somebody in a different state. I had some other people here. And, you know, I was just kind of like
different Jones and area codes.
I was doing my thing, right? And I'm just like, I think one day I sat down and I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I holding on to somebody else down the line that's like, don't got my best interest at heart, and then, you know, somebody else that's like here is like kind of iffy, or, you know, they don't know, it's like a leap of faith, and then I have this person that's literally like known me for a long time that really just like knows I'm that person. So like, I just sat there and had a realization like, I don't need to be doing this no more, and that was part of my growth process too. And I was 25. And I just sat, I was
27 then.
I was somewhere. I think I went out to eat by myself because, you know, I used to do that shit all the time. But went out to eat by myself, and I was just there. You
didn't have no friends.
And I was like, what am I doing, bro? I'm winding and dining, wasting all this money on these other people. Yeah. And, you know, like, they just kind of iffy. And I know I have one person that's really like, will drop everything if I need her for me. And I was like, you know what? Fuck all that other bullshit. This is who I'm going with, and that's what I'm sticking to. So that was like a good.
What's been your biggest pet peeve so far, though?
Pet peeve? Mm-hmm. I think getting adjusted to having somebody around me all the time. So I'm a naturally introverted person, right?
That you are.
I like my space, and it's not like it's not a bad thing, but like, I'm introverted. I want to do my own thing sometimes. Like, I'm independent. Like, I don't need nobody telling me like what to do. Like, I can do whatever I need to do for myself. Like, fold my clothes, cook, you know, go to grocery shopping. But like, having somebody around me, like, you know, wanting to be around me all the time, it's not a pet peeve, but like, it's an adjustment I had to make, right? Yeah. And I would say like, it's very different because we come into an agreement. I'm like, I just need one day out of the week, like, to like go and, you know, do my thing. Like, and then I really don't be doing that. I might go home and just watch movies, and that's relaxing to me.
But that's your you time.
I just need my me time. I might go ride my bike. I got plants. I might go buy another plant. I might, you know, tend to my plants or something like that. So like, that's just like something that
it's very heartwarming seeing you as a plant person too. It's
Just
as
let
much.
y'all know I got 11 plants. I'm working on getting.
Congratulations. Who's the mom
4
for the
more.
11th one?
It's all me. I'm a single plant dad, so it's all me.
I don't even know how that came about. But whatever.
But I would say pet peeve probably is the noise, bro.
Oh yeah.
She's naturally loud at the time, so I just be like, damn, why you screaming all the time? But like that's just her tone. But I mean, it don't really.
Yeah.
I'm used to it now. It don't really bother me as much.
Yeah.
But like at first, I was like, there's no reason why you should just be this loud all the time. But
Yeah.
I mean, I just had to take what comes with it because everything else, bro, is fine. Like
Yeah.
I have no complaints at all.
Yeah.
So, but I will tell y'all the biggest obstacle we've faced so far is her having her knee surgery. So in January she had a knee surgery that really like took her out off the like she couldn't walk.
But glad she
couldn't
recovering
barely-
though.
Yeah.
Shout out. Glad she recovering.
She
though.
couldn't walk. She couldn't do anything for herself at all.
Right.
And I literally had to like do everything, like go to the store, go grocery shopping, go do this, go do that.
Yeah.
And I had to like adjust my schedule, like work schedule, to like not even, work half the time and tend to her. And that was like a stress because like we were both stressed because she's stressing about walking again and I'm stressing about like, why do I have to do everything? Like, why is this all on me? But like,
Yeah.
we got through it. Like, we talked about it, and like, everything's fine. She's walking now, so progress.
Yeah.
That's good.
You in trouble.
Yeah, I'm good. I can,
yeah.
I can do my own thing
Yeah.
again. But that was a big obstacle for us for sure.
Yeah.
Would you say y'all that was y'all's biggest obstacle?
Nah, hell no. She to me now she's a talker to me, but in the beginning she wasn't a talker at all. It was kind of like pulling teeth. She's not a natural conversation type of person. It's just I don't know. So for me it was weird because I want to talk to her about certain things and stuff like that. And normally, I'm used to dating females that's big on conversation. And so going into this one, it'll be 6 years. It threw me off a bit. Cause that's one of my love languages is conversation. You know what I mean? Let's talk. We talk about anything, life, sports, fashion, what you got going on, all that. And at that time, not now, but at that time, she wasn't a big talker. Now, we talk about everything. That what was causing a rift on my end. That pebble being thrown was just a little bit of a flicker, but it turned into a tide at one point. She's an alpha female. And I'm an alpha male, so disagreements were at times not handled the best. Nothing physical at all, nothing physical, but it's just too prideful people, very, very prideful people, believe in what they stand for and what they say in their way all the time. And I didn't, at that time, truly, thoroughly understand why she was like that. So that became a pet peeve of mine, not being as vocal about how she's feeling. If I did something, kind of just like being closed off, not being vocal about it until we get into an argument and then stuff hit the fan, which most females do. But up until that point, I was dating females that would talk. Like I knew what was happening. Like I knew what I did, knew what she did, boom, boom, boom. But every female is the same, but they're not the same. Just because they're female don't mean they're the same. Same species, different breed. And I had to learn and understand that. And once I learned and began to understand that, then the roller coaster quit going like this. And now it's that. And even when we do see something like that, we go like this and go around it.
Yeah,
So
I had to learn that too.
Yeah.
Like for myself, like communication wise.
yeah, and I'm aggressive. I'm aggressive by nature. So you feel me? So I just go up there instantly. Like I get lit instantly in a conversation, and I had to understand that that's not how you talk to people. So over these past couple of years, I had to learn about myself, and I had to grow in conversation, and we learned each other. And now we know each other's conversation tone. We know when it's getting there. You know what I'm saying? I know when she throw her hand up or when she say, I need a minute. She know when I ignore her, which I don't recommend y'all do, or, you know, if I say we'll talk about it later, she know that means, okay, he pissed off about something. So it's just, that was my biggest pet peeve in the beginning was communication, because I like to talk. And she didn't at first, but now she does, so.
I will say, me and Terry have never gotten into a screaming match. I lied one time. One time, that's it. But like, me and her both like think before we speak. So it's kind of like we talk like if we're having a debate or argument, it's like a conversation, right? So we're pretty good at like kind of solving problems and stuff like that. But that one time it did get like I don't know. I just had it up to here.
You talking about you just came home and just went straight to sleep?
I just had it up to here, but.
Nah, dog, we the opposite, homie. Well,
yeah.
Well. Now we're more level 5. We're level 5.
We don't. She's loud, so but like we don't like be screaming at
homie,
each other.
Man, look, we was level 10 for a number of years in arguments, dog. I mean, up there. But that's because of our strong, prideful personalities.
I would say we prideful too, though. Like she's strong-minded, but she's more of the. I want to say like. This is what I believe. Mm-hmm. Either I'm sorry that you feel the way that you feel for what I believe in, or you know, like she's not gonna directly apologize to you unless she's for sure wrong. Yeah. But most of the time she's not gonna directly apologize, and me. I'm just gonna be like,
my bad.
Nah, if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. But if I'm not wrong, I'm standing by it and you got me effed up. Like, this is what it is. Like, either we find a common ground or this is just what it's gonna be. Yeah. But you know me, when I get mad, just leave me alone.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Just like leave me alone. Just let me be.
I'm the same way. Like if I'm more wrong than I am right in a lot of ways, and that's all, and I'm okay with that because that's me, and nobody will ever tell me about me. But whenever I'm wrong about something, I will forever always humble myself enough and say, you know what, you got that. You know, but I will never continue to keep talking about a situation, especially if I apologize. I get over stuff quickly. She don't. She need her extra 10, 15, 20.
They both like that.
Maybe 30. Me, I'm like, all right, look, we got into it, boom. I'm sorry, kiss, make up. Nah, fam. You gonna feel this heat for a minute.
Yeah, they both like that.
But, you know, but to answer your truly question back again about being married in my early 20s, there's nothing I would take back. I don't regret nothing. Everything that we've been through, all the experience, all of the arguments, all of the fights verbally, all of the leaving, all of the making up, all of the good times, all the cries, all of the D word being thrown around. Because I know why I got married, but it may not be my reason why the next man get married. Well, some people may watch this and be like, why did he get married in the first place? And that's because my book ain't your book. You get what I'm saying? It may be built the same way, but it ain't your book. Because at the end of the day, it worked out for me. So if you read my book and you trying to mimic that, you may not have the same ending as me because we're not built the same. And God didn't write us with the same pen. So my story ain't going to be yours. But that's why I don't regret anything about getting married in my 20s. I think we waited enough time because we was together from 2015 to 2018. It was our third spot living together in. You know what I'm saying? Like, she dealt with me up to that point, sacrifice, moving. I moved to a whole nother state playing ball. Left her with Gabby. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't complain. She didn't get mad. And she didn't get upset. She still worked, held it down on her end, came down to visit me and all that. But I would say, if I had any advice for anybody that's going to propose or really truly take that step in your mid-20s, make sure you can look in the mirror and find who you are first. You cannot not know yourself and think you finna know somebody else. It don't work that way, homie. It just don't work. And please be patient with it, because when a woman get mad, especially now, brother, nowadays I go hang out with the dog. I just go hang out with the dog, brother.
Yeah, I'll be in my 30s when I do that.
Oh, yeah?
Just to let you know that. So
married with the dog and stuff, 30s?
Yeah.
I mean, you're 20.
No,
you're 28 now, though. You're 28.
Yeah, I know.
But you love her.
That's cool.
Kids in the future. House, moved in, right? Mm-hmm. What's the date?
Sometime in the future.
In the future, right?
Yeah.
It's 2021.
You're right.
So,
I know what year it is.
You know what I mean?
Ain't got nothing to do with
I mean, you helped her with her leg.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do
You dig what I'm saying? You got,
But it's cool.
Y'all both light skinned. She worship the ground you walk on.
That is very true.
So can we get
also get a girl that is obsessed with you as much as you are obsessed with her.
I'm gonna get this exclusive date from him, by the way. But go ahead.
Relax.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, everything's gravy.
Yeah.
Y'all good though? Like
yeah. I mean, you gotta still understand everything is good even when it ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, y'all only had one true, thoroughly big argument. I always tell people to come to me for advice, to truly know me and know what I've been through. I always tell them, will you look at your partner, your friend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever, the same way when y'all get into a big blow up for the 18th time? The first couple times is cool. But will you look at her the same? Or will you look at him the same? You know what I'm saying? Then we'll bring a couple of females that we know on to get their opinion about relationships and things like that in different episodes. But I think thoroughly now we're at a place of understanding each other now. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the only person I will humble myself for. And I'm okay with that. I don't have to be macho and all that stuff. I ain't gotta do that. I'm good. I'm a teddy bear. But she understands though when I say something, I mean it. She gives no pushback, and she know when I give certain looks, she don't fight me on that. But it took us a while to get there. It wasn't off the bat. It wasn't just a strictly mutual understanding. So it took time, and we're still growing. We 6 years together, 3 years married. We still newbies in this marriage game. Believe it or not. That's not a long time. So, you know what I mean? So my advice for you young guys out there, from a guy like me who was created with an imperfect pen, but in God's eyes, I'm perfect. Know who you are first. And embrace all your flaws. Embrace all your characteristics. Stop trying to be something that you're not to appeal to somebody. And understand when you make mistakes, embrace it and deal with those consequences and learn from it. And then hopefully, like I did, I got somebody that was patient enough with me like I was patient enough with them. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna throw the oop to my bro. Mister, I ain't gonna tell nobody when I'm getting married, but you know what I mean?
I would just say, like, don't pay attention to like IG stuff. That stuff ain't real. People don't really be living like that. People put stuff on IG because that's what they want you to believe. That's what they like portrays. Right?
That's tough. It is.
I mean, if that's how you want to live, you can, but everybody will know your life is not it's false. You living falsely. I would say be true to yourself for sure. Be true to your person that you looking for. And if you in the streets, stay in the streets as long as possible.
Look at you, thought bucket.
Nah, but like,
I told
you know
you.
what I'm saying? Whenever it comes time to like get into a relationship, don't go looking for it. That shit will come to you.
Yeah.
'Cause from my experience, I'm going to look for that. Like, I'm not going to end up finding it because timing is everything, right? It might not be your time to be in a relationship. You might not be ready for that. Like, God always knows like when it's your time to be in something and when it's not.
That's real.
So I would say just wait your turn. If that's what you want right now, you know, just be patient. I know it might seem blurry in the beginning, but like I guarantee you take your time and then everything will play out perfectly and you'll look back and be like, dang, I can't believe I was really like having so much urgency for that. So
Yeah.
that's what I would say.
Gotcha,
People that's looking for relationships and single. I'm more on the single side, even though I'm in a relationship because I'm not married. So
Can we get the date?
Yeah, but whenever that happens, you know, we'll figure that out. I'm trying to do it all at once though. I'm trying to do like ring house and, you know, maybe
Ring
like
house.
car.
Oh.
So
Y'all gonna adopt me, nigga? That's a lot of money.
I know that's why I'm waiting.
Can I move in?
Nah, you got your own thing.
I mean, that's a lot of money, man. I play well with others.
I'm trying to
you
put
know
down
what I mean?
50 for a house.
Oh yeah.
If I do a car, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, brother.
Rings are expensive though.
Yes.
So I need probably
Yes.
like 70,000 just to spare.
Nah, man. Honestly, just do it from your heart, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, take each step at a time. Just do it from your heart. What you can control, what you can control. Do what you do, and what you can't, you can't. You know, don't. Cause you never like. You know, we got plans, but God has bigger plans. You know, you may say I want to do this in this order. Cool, boom. But what if God say, nah, homie, that's not the order I got for you. Now look at you. You know what I mean? So just pray on it and just relax and be patient. You know what I mean? I definitely had to learn that a lot, and she taught me that a lot. You know what I mean? So, like I said, my character in my book is forever elevating and growing. And it took a lot of detrimental things for him to get to where he's at now. But the place he's at now mentally, it's only up for him. And it took a lot of losses, which I will reveal in more stories as we go along. But, you know what I'm saying? Let's wrap up episode 1 of the Man Cave. It's been a pleasure. You know what I mean? It's your boy, King Jordan. It's my bro.
T. Will.
We catch y'all in a minute. Peace.